Welcome to our channel. Did you know that thousands of iguanas are hunted and processed each year in the United States? It's not an exotic culinary trend. It's a creative solution to an environmental challenge. In this eye-opening video, we dive into the world of iguana hunting and processing in America. These prehistoric-looking reptiles have become an invasive species in several states, particularly in Florida, where they're wreaking havoc on local ecosystems. But resourceful Americans have found a way to turn this problem into an opportunity. You'll discover how iguanas became an invasive species in the US and the surprising scale of iguana hunting operations. It's time to see how America is turning an ecological challenge into a tasty solution. Iguanas are fascinating reptiles known for their impressive size and unique abilities. Iguanas can live for a very long time, up to 70 years, which is similar to the lifespan of many humans. They are also known for their striking appearance. They come in a variety of colors, from deep purples to bright greens. This colorful range not only makes them visually interesting, but also helps them blend into their surroundings. Their ability to camouflage themselves protects them from predators and aids in their survival. Iguanas can reach lengths of 1 to 2 meters and weigh between 2 to 7 kilograms, depending on the species. The green iguana, Iguana, is the most common and largest species. The reproductive cycle of iguanas is a fascinating aspect of their biology. A single female iguana possesses remarkable fertility, capable of laying an impressive clutch of 30 to 40 eggs in a single nesting event. In regions where iguana farming has become established, local breeders have developed sophisticated techniques to maximize hatching success. Inspired by crocodile farming techniques, they collect the freshly laid eggs and place them in incubation boxes made of wood or plastic, filled with sand to mimic the natural nesting environment. Newly hatched iguanas are relatively small, measuring around 15 to 25 centimeters or 6 to 10 inches from head to tail. Despite their length, they are incredibly light, weighing just 12 to 15 grams. Their small size makes them appear fragile, but they are surprisingly agile and ready to adapt to their environment. Behaviorally, baby iguanas are active and quick right from birth. Within days, they begin foraging for food, eating tender plants and small insects. As they grow, baby iguanas develop rapidly, especially in their early months. Their independence is crucial for their survival in the wild, as it allows them to fend for themselves immediately. In the South Florida, where the warm, tropical climate has unintentionally become the perfect breeding ground for iguanas. Originally native to Central and South America, iguanas were introduced to Florida in the 1960s through the pet trade. Over time, many escaped captivity and found the state's favorable climate to be ideal for rapid reproduction. This has led to a population explosion, causing widespread disruption to both the environment and human life. Iguanas have become a significant nuisance, invading homes, destroying gardens, and even competing with pets for food. Particularly in retirement communities, large invasive lizards often break through screens, damage property, and wreak havoc on plants. The government has spent hundreds of millions of dollars on efforts to control the iguana population, encouraging locals to eliminate the creatures whenever possible. To bolster these efforts, Florida has seen a rise in organized iguana removal initiatives. One notable example is a recent 48-hour iguana removal challenge that took place featuring well-known hunters. Their mission was to remove as many iguanas as possible, beginning in an elderly community where the lizards are notorious for causing damage to gardens, structures, and property. On the first day of the challenge, the team captured 56 iguanas, and with more participants and rising temperatures, they expected to exceed that number the following day. People employed humane capture methods, using catch poles with lasso loops to safely ensnare iguanas as they basked in the sun. This technique ensured the animals were handled without unnecessary suffering. The hunters focused primarily on large female iguanas. Bows are also used to hunt iguanas. This method requires a high level of skill and precision, as hunters must accurately aim at the iguana while considering factors such as distance and wind conditions. Another method is using pellet guns or air guns. Hunters typically aim for the head or other vulnerable spots on the body to ensure the animal is killed quickly and humanely. Marksmanship and patience are key factors in this method, especially when hunting iguanas in environments with dense foliage or on rooftops, where they often hide. Hunters must adhere to safety regulations, as using firearms in residential areas can be dangerous if not done carefully. All captured iguanas were humanely euthanized in compliance with the strict guidelines set by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, or FWC, to ensure minimal suffering. Once euthanized, the iguana's meat was carefully processed and repurposed, contributing to the state's growing iguana meat industry, helping to turn the invasive species into a valuable economic resource instead of a wasted byproduct. Despite the initial difficulties brought about by the growing iguana population, an unexpected economic opportunity has arisen. What began as a novel concept, farming iguanas, has transformed into a profitable venture, bringing in millions of dollars each year for ranchers. Iguanas are fascinating creatures, and their diet reflects their herbivorous nature, which might surprise some given their formidable appearance. In the wild, iguanas primarily consume a variety of plant materials, including leafy greens, fruits, and flowers. In farms where iguanas are raised, a carefully balanced diet is essential for their health and growth. Farmers typically provide iguanas with a mix of fresh, leafy greens. In addition to leafy greens, iguanas are often fed a selection of fruits. Common choices include mangoes, papayas, and bananas, which not only provide hydration, but also add natural sweetness to their meals. Iguana meat is a unique food that is becoming increasingly popular in certain cultures, especially in Central and South America. When preparing iguanas, the main focus is on removing the best edible parts, which include the arms, thighs, and the prized tail, often referred to as the filet mignon of the iguana. Begin by removing the wings or arms. A sharp knife will make this task easier, and the process is similar to cutting chicken wings. After that, remove the legs, cutting through the hip joint to separate them. These cuts will give you plenty of meat that can be prepared just like you would with chicken. The tail meat is considered the most tender and flavorful. Start by cutting off the spikes. Then, carefully separate the skin from the meat. This part requires a bit more effort, especially for larger, older iguanas, as their skin tends to be tougher. After separating the parts, it's important to carefully skin the sections of the iguana. A vertical incision is made from the neck down to the belly, creating a cut deep enough to easily access the outer layer of skin. Next, from that incision, one should start gently pulling the skin away from the meat using a light force. If you're curious about iguana meat, it offers a variety of cooking methods including deep frying, grilling, or stewing, making it a versatile ingredient in many dishes. This meat is not only delicious but also highly nutritious, being rich in protein and healthy fats that contribute to a balanced diet. In Florida, where iguanas are considered an invasive species, they have garnered the nickname tree chickens or tree gators due to their climbing abilities and the texture of their meat, which many locals have come to enjoy. To prepare iguana meat, it is first cleaned and then marinated with a delightful blend of spices that enhance its natural flavors. Depending on the chosen cooking method, the marinated meat can be grilled over hot charcoal for a smoky flavor, deep fried until it achieves a crispy texture, or slow cooked to ensure it becomes tender and flavorful. Iguana eggs are also edible. These eggs are typically small and round, resembling those of other reptiles, with a leathery shell rather than a hard one. Nutritionally, iguana eggs are a good source of protein, healthy fats, and essential vitamins, including B vitamins that are important for energy metabolism. They also contain minerals such as calcium and phosphorus, which are crucial for maintaining strong bones. The unique composition of fats in iguana eggs makes them a healthy addition to a balanced diet. They can be whisked into omelets, often combined with ingredients such as cheese, peppers, and onions. The rich texture of the eggs adds a distinctive creaminess to the dish. Thanks for watching our video about how Americans hunt and process iguanas to deal with the invasive population. We explored the ways people manage this issue while turning it into a new food source. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe for more interesting content about farming and wildlife. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so share them in the comments below. See you next time!